Hi, Mark. Today we are going to learn something very useful in English conversations.
What are we going to learn today?
We will learn how to tell simple stories in English. People often tell small stories in daily conversations. For example, something funny happened today. Something interesting happened yesterday. I had a strange experience this morning.
Yes, I hear people say things like that. But sometimes I don't know how to tell a story clearly.
That's very normal. The good news is that a simple story only needs 3 parts: beginning, middle, ending.
That sounds easy to remember.
Exactly. Let's look at a simple example. Beginning. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket. Middle. While I was shopping, I met an old friend. Ending. We talked for a few minutes and decided to meet again next week.
That's a clear story.
Yes, even simple sentences can create a good story. When you tell a story, you need a good beginning. You can start with phrases like, "Yesterday, something interesting happened." "Last week, I had a funny experience." "This morning, something unexpected happened."
Those phrases sound natural.
Yes, they help the listener become curious. Let's practice. Start a story about yesterday.
Yesterday, something interesting happened.
Good. Now add the situation.
Yesterday, something interesting happened. I met my old teacher at the train station.
Excellent. Now the listener wants to know more. A good beginning makes people interested in your story. Now let's talk about the middle of the story. This is where you describe what happened. For example, yesterday I met my old teacher at the train station. Now we add more details. We talked for a few minutes about my studies.
That makes the story clearer.
Yes. Let's practice. Continue your story. You met your teacher at the station. What happened next?
We talked about my university and my future plans.
Very good. Now add one more detail.
My teacher gave me some advice about studying.
Excellent. The middle of the story gives the listener important information. It explains what happened. Mark, we already learned how to start a story and explain the middle. Now we need to finish the story. A clear ending helps the listener understand the result of the story. For example, beginning. Yesterday, I met my old teacher at the train station. Middle. We talked about my studies and my plans. Ending. My teacher gave me good advice, and I felt very motivated.
That ending sounds positive.
Yes, the ending can show what happened finally, how you felt, what you learned. Let's practice. Finish this story. Yesterday, I met my friend at a cafe.
We talked about our work and our future plans. At the end, we decided to travel together next month.
Excellent. That is a clear ending. Sometimes people tell funny stories in conversations. Funny stories make conversations lively. For example, this morning something funny happened.
What happened?
Listen to this example. This morning something funny happened. I was walking to work and listening to music. Suddenly, I realized I was walking in the wrong direction.
That sounds embarrassing.
Yes, but it was also funny. Let's practice. Tell a short, funny story.
Yesterday, something funny happened. I was looking for my phone everywhere. Later, I realized the phone was in my hand.
That is a very funny situation. Small daily moments often become funny stories. Now let's talk about surprising stories. Sometimes unexpected things happen during the day. For example, yesterday something surprising happened.
What happened?
Listen to this example. Yesterday, something surprising happened.
What happened?
Listen to this example. Yesterday, something surprising happened. While I was walking in the park, I saw a famous actor.
Wow, that must have been exciting.
Yes, let's practice. Tell a short, surprising story.
Last week, something surprising happened. I met my childhood friend at the airport. We had not seen each other for many years.
That must have been a special moment. Unexpected events make stories interesting. Mark, travel stories are very common in conversations. People often talk about trips they took. For example, last weekend I went to the beach.
That sounds like the beginning of a story.
Exactly. Now we add details. Last weekend I went to the beach with my friends. The weather was sunny and the ocean looked beautiful.
That already sounds interesting.
Yes. Now let's add the ending. We spent the whole afternoon swimming and relaxing. It was a wonderful day.
That is a complete story.
Exactly. Let's practice. Tell me a short travel story.
Last summer, I visited a mountain village. The air was fresh and the scenery was beautiful. I stayed there for 2 days and enjoyed hiking.
Excellent. Travel stories are great because people often want to know more. Another common type of story is meeting someone unexpectedly. For example, yesterday I met an old friend.
That sounds interesting.
Let's add details. Yesterday I met an old friend at the shopping mall. We had not seen each other for many years.
That must have been a surprise.
Exactly. Now we add the ending. We talked for a long time and promised to meet again soon.
That sounds like a happy reunion.
Yes. Now try telling a similar story.
Last month, I met my former classmate at a cafe. We talked about our school memories. It was nice to see him again.
Excellent. Stories about meeting people often lead to longer conversations. Now, let's practice storytelling in a real conversation. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Did anything interesting happen to you recently?
Yes, last week, something unexpected happened. While I was waiting for the bus, I saw my old neighbor.
That sounds surprising. What did you talk about?
We talked about our hometown and our families.
That sounds like a pleasant conversation.
Yes, it was a nice moment.
Excellent storytelling. You described the beginning, the event, and the result. Mark, sometimes a story is about a small problem that happened during the day. These stories are very common in daily conversations. For example, yesterday I had a small problem.
What kind of problem?
Listen to this example. Yesterday I had a small problem. In the morning, I was late for work because my alarm did not ring.
That sounds stressful.
Yes, but the story continues. I quickly got ready and took a taxi to work. Luckily, I arrived just in time.
So the problem had a good ending.
Exactly. Let's practice. Tell a story about a small problem.
Last week, I had a small problem. I forgot my umbrella at home and it started raining in the afternoon.
What happened next?
I waited in the cafe until the rain stopped.
That's a good solution. Small problems often become interesting stories. Another good story is about a helpful moment. Sometimes someone helps you unexpectedly. For example, yesterday someone helped me.
What happened?
Listen to this example. Yesterday, someone helped me at the train station. I could not find the correct platform.
That must have been confusing.
Yes, a kind woman showed me the right platform and helped me buy a ticket.
That was very kind of her.
That was very kind of her.
Last month, someone helped me in the library. I was looking for a book, but I couldn't find it. A librarian helped me locate the book.
Excellent. Stories about kindness often create positive conversations. Now, let's learn how to extend a story. Sometimes people tell a story that is too short. For example, I went to the park yesterday.
Yes, that sounds very short.
Exactly. Let's add details. I went to the park yesterday. The weather was sunny, so many people were outside.
That already sounds more interesting.
Yes. Now add one more detail. I sat on a bench and watched people playing sports.
Now the story feels more complete.
Exactly. To extend your story, you can add where it happened, what you saw, how you felt. These details make your story more engaging. Mark, now let's practice a full storytelling conversation. Remember the structure: beginning, middle, ending. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Did anything interesting happen to you recently?
Yes, something interesting happened last weekend.
Tell me about it.
Last weekend, I visited a small cafe in my neighborhood. While I was drinking coffee, I suddenly saw my old classmate.
That must have been a surprise.
Yes, it was. We had not seen each other for many years. So we talked for a long time about our lives and work.
That sounds like a nice reunion. How did the story end?
Before leaving, we exchanged phone numbers and promised to meet again soon.
Excellent. Your story had a clear beginning, middle, and ending. Excellent. Your story had a clear beginning, middle, and ending.
Ready.
Situation: you lost something yesterday. Tell the story.
Yesterday, I lost my wallet. In the afternoon, I was walking in the park. Later, I realized my wallet was missing. Luckily, someone found it and returned it to me.
That is a great story. Next situation: you met someone unexpectedly.
Last week, I met my old neighbor at the supermarket. We talked about our families and our jobs. It was a nice surprise.
Very good. You described the event clearly. Mark, let's review what we learned today. What are the three parts of a simple story?
Beginning, middle, and ending.
Excellent. What should you include in the beginning?
The situation or where the story started.
Correct. What happens in the middle?
We describe the event or what happened.
Perfect. And what about the ending?
We explain the result or how the story finished.
Excellent. Let's remember this simple formula: beginning to what happened to result. This structure helps you tell stories clearly. You don't need complicated vocabulary. Simple English can create interesting stories. In the next episode, we will learn how to describe experiences and memories in English conversations. Thank you for practicing today. See you in episode 13.